At the time this video is made, COVID-19 is still hitting the world hard. Wearing a face mask has become a norm, well, at least in most countries. For those who are still not sure about wearing one, here's another benefit of covering your face. It can make you more attractive. Welcome to the first episode of Face-to-Face Science, where we unveil science in everyday life. According to one study, covering your face in half can significantly increase your attractiveness by as much as 40%. So if you were an average 5, you can become a 7 simply by putting on a mask. Granted, in the study they covered the faces vertically instead of horizontally like you normally would, but we suspect the result wouldn't be much different. Researchers suggest that covering the face in half makes it impossible for viewers to find out if someone's facial features are symmetric or not. And symmetry is one of the ways of how we decide if things are pretty. Since now half of the face is obstructed, our brains automatically fill in the blanks, imagining the hidden half is as symmetrical as the visible half, therefore making it attractive. Now you know what to do with your Tinder profile. Our brains are really good at filling in the blanks. That's why Jesus seemed to appear at the most random places. A toast, a drying board, even a dog's butthole. This psychological phenomenon is called pareidolia, the tendency for incorrect perception of a stimulus as something it is not. Examples like seeing shapes in clouds or seeing faces in inanimate objects and abstract patterns. There's no better example than this famous symbol. It is simply two dots and a curve, but somehow our brains interpret it as a sideways smiling face. We love faces so much that we see them even when they're not there. And it is not an acquired taste either. Studies have shown that babies as little as 3 months old show preference over human faces than other objects. That's the reason why playing peekaboo with your niece makes her so happy. There's a reason why we are programmed to like faces. It is an evolutionary advantage. Millions of years ago, when our ancestors were still roaming around in the woods, it's a matter of life and death if you couldn't see the faces hidden behind the trees. That's why our brains went overboard and decided anything remotely looks like a face is a face, and we must pay close attention to it. It is also why when somebody approaches us, the first thing we look at is his or her face, because it tells us if the person is friendly or hostile, and then we can react accordingly. Why else do you think poker players wear huge sunglasses that obscure half of their faces? It is so that their opponents will have a difficult time reading them. Not only are we good at finding faces, we're fast reading it too. How fast, you ask? This fast, 13 milliseconds. The fastest time our brains can identify any image seen. You probably have no idea what you have just seen, but your brain has already captured the image and decided whether it likes it or not. And in this particular case, we suspect you liked it. Researchers have done similar experiments, and although the observers all said that they couldn't see what was shown, they somehow were able to tell if the image was attractive or not. Our eyes are just like high-speed cameras. Isn't that cool? Despite how important recognizing faces is, some people simply cannot do it. Prosopagnosia is a disorder where someone cannot associate faces with people. For them, all faces look the same. Much like how when we see birds, they're all the same to us. Since they can't rely on faces to tell people apart, they pay much attention to the places they see them, the clothes they wear, or even the way they walk to identify who is who. Prosopagnosia also happens when you're looking at faces of a race you're not familiar with. Studies have shown that the less you are exposed to a certain race group, the harder it is for you to tell the faces apart. So next time, when someone says certain people all look the same, it might not be that they're racist. Perhaps they just haven't seen enough faces. That's it for today's episode. To recap, we learned that covering a face makes you hoarder. We're programmed to see and like faces. We see faces even when they're not there, and we read them really fast. But remember, not all of us are able to do that. Sources are listed in the description below. If you like this video, Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Comments below to tell us what topics you would like us to talk about. Until next time, thanks for watching.